Immortal Sky Studios presents Soulbound.
Okay, so the sun is gone, but it's not. It's been storming fucking constantly. All night, louder than anything I've been in before. It truly sounds like crash landing a space station into a nuclear detonation stretched into infinity. I think I saw a funnel cloud in the silhouettes outside. Either that, or this storm is raging at that one frequency that makes you hallucinate. Fuck. I was right. This is hell. Actually. And I'm sure as hell not getting any more sleep tonight. So... shit. You know, I could listen to that tape Telly sent me finally. Sorry it'll take a little longer than usual to get this out. I don't think I'll be able to send anything during this nightmare.
Okay, it's on? Yes, it's on. Right. Hi, Jaylin. I wanted to record this and send it to you. But, I really hope it gets to you. This is better. Otherwise this will be so much embarrassment for nothing. Anyway, if this gets to you, I wanted to give you a bit of an update on what's been going on here. What you've been missing while you're off on your big, important mission. Speaking of, how do your single-person accommodations turn out? They better be flawless, or I'll have to fly down there myself and make sure they know better than to give the Dr. Jaylin Glaslow anything less than the best. Anyway, so, we've been gearing up for a hearing over here. Council's been even more tight-lipped than usual about this one. I haven't been able to squeeze the who or what out of anyone yet. Not even Gander. Dorman seems pretty exasperated about the whole ordeal, though. Well, I mean, like she always is, but so much more than usual this time. I have to know what's got her rolling her eyes like a frat boy from Disco.
Open up,
Speaking
Minty.
of...
Oh, not again.
Art never sleeps, and neither do robots for that matter. So you better get used to working overtime, audiophile.
Well, I wasn't sleeping. In case you didn't notice, there's a fucking tempest outside.
Oh, this little sprinkle? Oh, I've seen worse. You know what living at the bottom of a storm drain for half a century is like? I'll give you a hint. It's infinitely worse than this. Anyway, enough about the weather. I'm not here for chit-chat. We did that already. We have a book to write, and I've got the first draft here all ready for you.
Alright, I'm kind of in... Wait, you've got a whole first draft of the book done already? How long is it? And more importantly, where is it? Are you not hiding a whole ream of paper behind a tiny little body? Unless you have an equally tiny notebook.
Oh, please, what would I need a notebook for? I've got the whole thing right here in my memory banks. I'll just tell it to you, you'll record it into your little journalism thingy, and boom, done, right? Come on, let's get this started.
No, you definitely need to write it down. At least as a text file. I'm not taking down dictations, I'm not your secretary. And also not right now, I'm busy, so come back when
Ooh, busy? What you busy with? Was it whatever you were listening to when I showed up? Sounded way more interesting than any of your interviews. Was it a show? Nah, you wouldn't watch something cool. I bet it was a documentary. Yeah, that was probably it. What was it on? Politics? Of course you would watch a whole documentary about politics, wouldn't you, Professor?
There's a message from... No, you know what? Actually, it's none of your business, is what it is, Snoopy.
Snoopy? What kind of an insult is that?
Well, You're snooping, and well, kind of grasping at peanuts here. It's an obscure reference. Ask K-Fed, he'll probably know. Actually, don't do that. Just don't worry about it. Come back when you've actually got something written down.
Alright. No need to get your tweed in a knot. I'll be back.
I don't wear tweed.
Jordan, she's got a new secretary. An Elysian plot, apparently. Though I swear, Jaylin, you would not believe it. You could not tell by looking at her at all. I know. Various systems have said that about various robots they've made in all their inflated marketing campaigns, but I am being so dead serious. She looks absolutely real. Like a genuine, actual, living, breathing person. It is uncanny. Nothing like the old tooths we used to have around. Do you remember all those tooths you used to have down on the gloves? Back when everything was still paper? I remember you nearly got into a fist fight with one of them and they categorized some file the wrong way. Can you imagine? They all look like people? Ugh. No, actually, on second thought, I don't want to even think about that. I'm honestly so impressed by the fact that you managed to digitize everything. Have I ever actually told you that? I don't remember if I have. I can't even begin to guess at how much effort that must have taken. More than anything my job's ever thrown at me, and I can guarantee that much. And I have to keep both sides of madness at bay on an annual basis. God, I don't think I could ever sit down and do something like that. Just reading and organizing, copying files, entering paperwork. You should see what a catastrophe my desk is right now. I'm in my office, and it genuinely looks like a war zone. Anyway.
God damn it, Cal. I told you, come back when you've actually written something. And quit having Warden throw shit at my door. No, sorry about that. What's up?
You okay in there? Hell of a lot of yelling for just a little knocking. I've wanted to come by and check in, but with the storm and all?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm just busy with something and I keep getting interrupted is all. And I'm pretty tired. The storm kept me up most of the night.
Sleep deprivation is extremely detrimental to your health, Jaylin.
Fuck! Hi, Buttons. I appreciate that, but I think getting jump scared is probably worse.
Doubtful. Sleep deprivation affects far more than just your sympathetic nervous system. Fear isn't nearly as harmful.
Okay. Well, if you're just checking in, I'm doing fine. So if you both could please let me get back to what I was doing. I'm a little busy.
Right. Well, I actually had a favor to ask. See, with the storm and all, Buttons came here to check on me, which was very nice of her.
I'm here so that if you or any of the other occupants are damaged or injured in any way, I can assist and ensure that you don't sustain fatal wounds. I'm not here for you specifically, no.
But with the monorail shut down because of the weather and all the other mechanically inclined folk out in other modules of the base, well, except Cal, of course, but he said he was writing his place into the history books, whatever the fuck that means. I have to make sure this whole building doesn't come crashing down on top of us.
Okay, great. Where do I come in? What did you need?
Right, well, it'd scare Buttons half to death watching me work in these conditions, but I gotta do it. So I was wondering if she could stay here with you. That way she can keep her mind off me, and I can get my work done.
I don't like it either, if it's any consolation, Doctor.
I just figured, after you did such a good job helping K-Fat out with what he was going through, you might be able to help her stay occupied here. I'd be real grateful if you would. It'd be a real help.
Yeah. Okay. Come on in, Buttons. Make yourself comfortable. I guess, if you can be.
I owe you one, Jaylin.
Can you be comfortable?
I mean, yes, but not exactly the way you mean it. I can reduce the amount of sensor data I'm receiving to get a bit more comfortable, as you put it. A bit more quiet, a bit less moisture content in the air, a bit more hospitable temperature, but it's never fully comfortable. There's always the error readouts from my missing eye. There's the constant feedback from my light that's stuck on, strained in my servos from misalignment and wear. I've had several actuators in my right arm that are calibrated incorrectly and let it bend beyond its intended range of motion, which increased that strain. It's all always there. So yes, I can get comfortable. But my definition of comfortable is quite different from the one you'd be accustomed to.
Okay, Buttons. Look, I know you don't like me, but do you have to be so difficult every time? I feel like whenever I talk to you, you make such a big deal of whatever it is I ask you.
Difficult? Do you think I'm making all these things up out of intention despite specifically you, Jaylin? I have been nothing but honest and patient in my answers of every one of your notably quite small-minded questions, Dr. Glaslow. I would expect someone sharing that title to be a bit more considerate.
Okay. I'm sorry, Buttons. But for the record, my doctorate isn't in medicine, it's in history. Specifically, the history of political and social movements. So forgive me for thinking the self-proclaimed killer might not have such innocent intentions in her constant rebuttals of all of my questions.
I would expect you to be even more considerate. I am astonished that a background in social issues didn't provide you with better social skills. If your research questions were better aligned to the people they were researching, perhaps I wouldn't need to poke so many rhetorical holes in them.
You know I don't have to be here, right? I don't have to stay here. I didn't want to come in the first place. I can always go back home and let you fight for yourselves. I don't want to be here.
You're in luck, Jaylin. You have something in common with the rest of us. None of us want to be here. We'd all much rather be off living happy little lives in history archives or hospitals or other inane, boring jobs. But we can't, because people like you won't let us. Want to know why I antagonize you, Glaslow? I've had to fight people like you my whole god-forsaken existence, and you don't make it easy to like you.
Well then...
I'm not a murderer, Jaylin. I told you. I don't kill anyone anymore. I only did what I had to do to get out of that place. Apologize.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry. What I said was uncalled for. And I don't really think of you as a murderer. Well, I've got friends with body counts much higher than yours. And so, you know, I didn't really have enough information coming here to be able to tailor my questions to you all properly. Believe me, I really wish I could, but this kind of research I'm doing is almost unprecedented. what little I have to go on is thousands of years old. And my whole purpose being here is to establish a baseline so that other people, other researchers, the council, whoever comes after me, don't have to ask the stupid questions.
It's reasonable. For the record, I am grateful that you're here doing this research, though I wish that your assembly had better prepared you. I suspect we will stand a much better chance at gaining the recognition we deserve because of it. As much as I hate to admit it.
I hope so.
You said you had friends with much higher body counts. Why are you in the habit of befriending murderers?
Well, it's not like that. Just my one of my friends, Tele, is a general. She's the head of Spades, the defense department on the station I work at. She's fought so many battles at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if she's lost count of how many lives have been lost. I can't imagine how she deals with all that. I was actually listening to a tape she sent me when you and Mel showed up.
Whoa. What about? Another battle?
Oh, no, just keeping me up to date on what's happening back at the station. Reminiscing a little bit from where I left off. Would you mind if I kept listening? I've been really looking forward to hearing it. She's never sent me a recording like this before.
I suppose I wouldn't mind. I may leave at some point to go check in with Maybell. However, she mentioned wanting me to accompany her around the base to find a suitable role for her here. Though there wouldn't be much opportunity for that until the storm is over and the monorails can be safely used again.
Oh, Maybell's finding a job. Could I, well, do you think she'd mind if I tagged along? I'd be fascinated to learn more about what everybody does here. How you keep everything running.
I can ask her. Doctor, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
If I leave right now to go check in with her and ask that she allow you to accompany us on her search, will you not tell No? I can more than handle myself in crisis, and as lovely as it is being stuck in here with you, I would rather be literally anywhere else. I don't want them with you.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. And enjoy your message from your killer friend.
So, send this to you so you don't feel so alone at that. Nothing but cold metal and wiring to keep you company.
I wish that was all.
I can't wait for you to get back. So much more boring here without you. Oh, speaking of boring, I got to go finish some paperwork with a shit ton of tungsten to request for a new Spades project. I don't expect it'll actually take much convincing. The proposal was literally drafted by a council member, but I still gotta do all the bloody paperwork. Well, I hope you're doing well, Jaylin, and good luck out there.
Stole my line.
Today's episode featured the voices of Akira Supalana Mix as Dr. Jaylin Glaslow, Gracie Armour as General Figaro Tele and Null and Void, Chris KL as Cal, and Olivia Jeske as Dr. Buttons. This episode was written and directed by Gracie Armour, and edited by Olivia Jeske, who also made our theme music and cover art. Follow us for updates on Instagram at the Soulbound Series, or email us at thesoulboundseries@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.